What's going on, everybody? It is Wednesday. Welcome to a brand new episode of ReCap. If you like hats, you came to the right place. My apologies for the long intro there. For whatever reason, we are unable to connect to Instagram, so Austin is not here with us this week, so not exactly something I was expecting us to be dealing with, but unfortunately, we're just going to be on Twitch today. So either way, always happy to see you guys. And as a reminder, if you're not able to catch the show live, you can catch us on YouTube, Hat-Club. Be sure to subscribe to us, which is a fancy word for follow. Give us a like if you like what you see. JM1620 in the house, Sub Diego 619, Hie, Croats 10, Chana SFC, Leo V713, Warrior X 408, Thugnificent, David Kearns, D Bracy 7, Yodi Fitteds. What's going on, dude? Haven't seen you in a while. Eggs, bacon, beef. Hey, glad you got that Baltimore Orioles hat. I can't talk about the intent behind it, but I'm glad you scooped it up, brother. Static Surge, what's going on? Wally Absurd, Benver 13. My name is Eric. JMax 85, Jacob Fitteds. What's up, y'all? This is not a one-man operation, as you guys know. So on my flank, that is a aeronautic term. We've got Teferi Taylor in the house. What up?
What is going on, Ben? Shouts out to the chat. What's going on, guys? Like Ben said, if this is a show that you like to hear about hats, you are in the right place. What's going on?
You are
Ben?
in the right place. And once again, apologies for not being able to connect to Instagram. So everybody who's trickling in because we couldn't go live, I don't know why. I did everything correct. So fuck.
Yeah, listen, man. It's technology. I think that's all we can say. Leo, what's going on? David Kearns, what's up, my guy? My name is Eric. Always can count on you for the nickname Playboy Tef. The Terrible Two. Third in line, I feel like dynamic duo is better because Terrible just makes it seem like we're not handling business. We came here to show off hats, have a great time. We got a packed show for you guys tonight.
Like damn straight.
You like hats is for you. Polo Gary, what's up, my guy?
Polo Gary, the one big University of Miami fan here in the chat, of course.
Listen, Polo Gary, if you saw the Supreme drop tomorrow, hopefully, brother, I'm gonna keep fingers crossed for you that you can land that Supreme Miami Canes Real Tree camo jacket that's dropping tomorrow. That's definitely on my radar right now. Listen, David, shouts out to Chief, man.
Yeah.
Listen, this hat is immaculate. I got a chance to get it early. We show the Batterman as well since 1992. Listen, I think that Chief probably has one of the best, if not the best, Skull Chief of the year. I'm gonna stamp that. Shouts out
I'll side with you on that one.
Yeah, stamping it. Shouts out to my brother, man. He's been doing some great things. I only feel it's right. He shows us love every time they do their show from Hat Club LA. So we had to pop the show off and show my brother some love as well. Good pinky. So all good.
I'm going to answer two questions we had in the chat before we start talking about site sleepers and stuff like that. Jack Cassels, he asked, any NHL fitteds coming soon? Need a Blackhawks? Yes, we do. The adjustables have obviously hit the website, the stores already. We're just waiting on the shipment to hit the warehouse of all the fitteds. A couple teams that I know off the top of my head that are going to be coming in: San Jose Sharks, Detroit Red Wings, Chicago Blackhawks, definitely on that list. New York Islanders, the Rangers, New Jersey Devils, Anaheim Mighty Ducks, not just the Ducks, but also the Mighty Ducks. LA Kings, if I didn't mention that. And this is just a small sampling because obviously a lot of it's going to be going to stores that we have locally. So keep your eyes and ears open for that. And then Thugnificent asks, how many cigarettes did I smoke after the Chiefs game against the Buccaneers on Monday? Well, I'll tell you two things. One, the Buccaneers covered the spread. It was 8.5 points. So good to go there. I'm still pissed at the way the game ended because the Buccaneers basically choked that away. The second part is, I'll be dead honest with you. I didn't start watching the game until the fourth quarter. I was in the throes of Call of Duty Black Ops 6 on like an hour run after I finished up with bench warmers. So yeah.
Listen, and Thugnificent couldn't touch the Velvet Yankees. Even the great ones make mistakes. I'm sure I will go flog myself about that later. Listen, man, if somebody does have one, for me, we'll talk after the live. But we have some really great things coming at you guys.
We do.
We're going to start off with some site sleepers real quick.
Hey, Leo
And
V, just because I didn't say the Dallas Stars, don't worry. I mean, it's early. I don't know all the teams we're getting in. Those were just the few that I saw that, are going to a local stores and stuff like that. So don't worry. Don't worry.
Yep.
Same with the
So
Canucks, Sub Diego 619. Oh, give me one sec,
okay.
Tef. I got to
You're
tap you
good.
in. Bam.
Awesome. So you guys know my spiel. If you're new to Hat Club, welcome. You can also, like, by joining Hat Club, you can get your $10 off coupon for your first order of 50 or more. Joke's on you because all of our fitted hats are $52. So I
Heyo.
was like, so if you order just one fitted hat, you get $10 off. So save you on some shipping, maybe some tax, good things to do. If you're old timer, you've been around here for a minute, you know that, we have the rewards program and you can use points towards whatever purchase you like. And the big screen here. So things that we have that are upcoming. One of these packs we're actually going to cover tonight, the fire pack, the flame pack, excuse me. But let's go take a look at the new arrivals.
Let's
So
do it.
obviously you guys have saw the vodka. The V-Backs has sold out. I was actually
Cooked.
very surprised at that. Not necessarily that it sold out, but I think as quickly as it did. Very nice crown. It's a pinky, earth tones, black and brown. A lot of people say they don't like the V-Backs, but they keep selling out. So as long as y'all keep selling us out, we'll keep giving them to you. Some of these hats we did cover during last week's episode. So the PB&J Bones mask, I think I want to show that one as well because we did restock that. I think that restock sold out.
Yeah, it did.
Of the white and black. But this one is slightly different because of the peanut butter sandwich football on the back Batterman logo. So
Holla.
definitely a different thing that we've seen. Shouts out to PBJ. Shouts out to Bones as well for putting this together. Very solid crown, good gray. Make tonals great again, man. Definitely have some good sizes up here. 6 and 7/8 and 8 people out there. Go ahead and grab you this. If you're a 3/4 and 7 and 7/8, unfortunately it's cooked for you. But get a hat stretcher and get a
Womp
smaller
womp.
size. Things can actually go well for you. Aside from that, we covered some of these Oakland Raiders, some of these like variety packs as well. Good Niners hat. Can't get enough Niners hat. Shouts out to T800 John. And then we go into our color story. Definitely was, we talk about color stories as being a really, really good addition because we get a lot of sizes. The 8s for the Atlanta Braves are cooked. So shouts out to all of my larger melon folks out there for picking up the size 8s for these. But sizes are looking pretty healthy on a lot of these. Full size runs on most of them. So if there were hats that you saw that we covered, like this Seattle, which I thought was immaculate, full size run. So if you didn't get a chance to cop, highly recommend that you do so. And I'm showing off a new feature of the website where when we have a collection that has a consistent theme throughout, like color stories, you don't have to back out and click to your specific team. You could just use the team drop down and you can select whatever one you want.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah, so shouts out to our ecom team for making life easier for you guys. Shouts out to them, man, real MVPs. And if you did like the black metallic copper color stories, we also have them in the A-frame variety as well. So, again, same thing. Got the LA Dodgers. I didn't click on that on purpose because they won the World Series, but things happen. Got the Milwaukee Brewers.
New
So
Yorkers are salty.
yeah, I think that the fact that Austin is out this week for all of our sakes is probably better because he definitely will be riding all of you guys, Yankee fans, pretty hard this week. But shouts out to the Dodgers for getting it done. Oakland Athletics. So all of these hats that are in the A-frame variety are essentially the same as the 5950 variety. Only difference is they are A-frames and adjustables. So for those that are not necessarily the biggest fans of fitteds, we got you covered, man. Got you covered. So, and that pretty much will do it for site sleepers. I really, really want to focus on the new heat that we got coming in.
Yeah.
But if you guys see anything or you want anything, definitely hit the website. We do have some cat carriers over here. Cap carriers, excuse me. Also have the app exclusive rollout pack, Baltimore Orioles, that came out as well. So if that's something that you did not get a chance to pick up,
roll out. Dun,
yep.
dun, dun.
Perfect. So app exclusive is there. A lot of the other sites, site sleepers is there as well. So definitely go look it up. And that'll do it for site sleepers, man.
There we go. I didn't want to let this question go astray, Christian. I saw it. He asked, are we getting emails from A-Lab in regard to the Call of Duty prizes for the community day we did last week? Yes, you are. He had the day off today. So tomorrow, if he's back, I will double check with him on that. I think he's getting the codes and stuff like that from his friend who works for
Activision?
Xbox, or I can't remember which. It's
Was it
not Call of
Activision?
Duty. What's that?
Was it Activision?
Activision. Thank you. It was
Mhm.
Activision. Yes. It's like I knew I was spacing on something there. And then Static Surge. Any way we can get more rewards. For me, everything is basically locked. Cat Crusader actually commented on the fact that we did update the membership page. And the other thing I know, going into the holiday season, we are going to have more access to opportunities, more codes, more reward points, etc. So yes, we're still a couple weeks away from like Black Friday when we start to kick everything off. So yeah, keep your eyes and ears open on that. And then when
Yeah.
Tep was talking about upcoming promos and stuff we have going on, especially if you're a new customer using the website, getting your $10 off coupon. If you like to shop in stores,
Mhm.
there is a promotion going on this weekend where if you buy any hat, you can get a 6-cap carrier or a 30-cap duffel for $30. So
Ooh.
essentially 10, $15 off the regular price of that. All you have to do is buy a hat. And if I'm not mistaken, that might actually include sale hats.
Ooh. So I do have a question for you, Ben, because you did talk about in-store promotions, because I always get hazy about this too.
Yeah.
Can we utilize in-store purchases to count towards our reward points? Like kind of like Chipotle? Something
Guess
like that.
what? We talked about at the managers meeting in Arizona last week. That
Ooh.
exact thing. If I'm not mistaken, we're about a week and a half, 2 weeks away from unveiling that in stores. I
Ooh.
don't have the exact date, but we did talk about it last week that it is upcoming. So I'm hoping this goes into effect before Black Friday for you guys who like to shop in store and utilize your points, because yes, you can obviously obtain points in store, but the
Mhm.
usage of the points in store is not yet available, but it will be, like I said, within the next week and a half, 2 weeks. So yes.
Got you. Definitely got to ask those questions. Definitely got to ask those questions. Somebody asked me that earlier and I did not know the answer definitively. So,
Oh no, I'm glad you asked it because this is
mhm,
a relevant recent thing that we talked about.
mhm.
JMax85. I'm going to answer this one especially just because I've done it a few times on Twitter, but we haven't done it really here. He asked, "Are you guys able to play around with the new World Series patch right away, or is there a waiting period?" The short answer is there is a waiting period. Typically, it's 3 to 4 months after the patch is put into play. I'll put it that way, to
Mhm.
use a baseball term. So basically, look at it as like spring training of this next baseball season. We'll start bringing out the ices, the pinkies, the grays, the greens, etc. Because yes, we're well aware of the fact that most of you guys don't like the black underbill, which sold out by the way.
Yeah,
So
Black Nasties.
suck it to the haters.
Black Nasty's coming back. And yes, Christian, another chief production here. Very good. All
Ooh,
caps when you spell his name. I'll just leave it at that.
I like
And of
that.
course, all yellow baddie. Shouts out to Chief, man. If you guys aren't tapped in LA and y'all are not out there on Saturday, you're doing bad. Don't do bad.
Bad.
Don't
Art.
do bad.
And Leo V, your other question, any chance of Hat Club store coming to Texas? I heard things.
Yeah,
I heard things.
I've heard. I mean, like I feel like Hat Club goes to Houston as much as Ben goes to Vegas. So I mean, if y'all don't get one at this point,
It's a
I
valid
just feel
point
like
now.
I just feel like they're just sending you guys mixed signals, and I don't like that.
I mean, if we're able to make it happen, you know we will.
Oh yeah, for sure,
It's
for
been in
sure.
talks for a long time, and the fact that every time we go out to Houston, especially, you guys come out and support us. Dallas is the same way. We've obviously gone there. We went there twice last year.
Yeah,
Houston, what, 8 times in the last 2.5, 3 years?
yeah.
So at this
I would.
point, it's kind of foolish if we don't pull the trigger on it. But
Yeah, I
hey,
told Sean.
2025 is around the corner.
I told Sean, like one of our fellow ambassadors, I was like, dude, I'm just gonna get a timeshare out there. I'll just be a roommate of yours for like a weekend or something when they come through.
Oh man, I love that.
Yeah. All
All
right.
right, let's talk about what's dropping this week. I'm going to go on the big screen here for a sec.
Sounds good.
Just a heads up, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 packs to talk about. And somebody was asking about Oakland script hats and whether or not we can still use them. I will go into detail about that at the end of the show because it is pertinent to one of the packs that's going to be dropping. It's actually the last pack we're going to be showing off. But anyway, first up, Fire Pack dropping tomorrow, as in Thursday, 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern, hackclub.com, Hat Club app, as well as the LA and the New York stores. And speaking of New York and speaking of the Yankees, we're kicking it off with the Fire logo, New York Yankees. Wow. Look at that heat.
No, that's actually really, I think when I first saw this pack, it made me think of the LA exclusives that we did a while back. But I like the fact that we actually made it into a pack. Yeah, that copper and that 99 is insane. I love it.
I agree. All metallics there in the flame. So you got the metallic red rust, and you got the metallic copper, and then, of course, the metallic red rust in the 1999 World Series patch. The one thing to note is no Batterman logos necessarily on the back, but they are tonal primary logos on the back. So, of course, the NY there, but that also goes with the tonal New Era flag on the side. And the Yankees, of course, Hat Club original pinky, black on the sweatband, Hat Club tag on the interior, and all these bad boys are going to be made in China. So
cool. So we basically stardusted it on these in the sense of using those. Okay.
I'm going to try and turn this light up for a sec. Maybe it's going to balance everything out a little bit more. There we go. Much better.
Whoop, whoop.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that light just dance off those metallics.
Listen, sheesh. Yeah, that's definitely going to be in the top 3 for me for sure.
Houston, you not only get one of these, you get deuce. First up is going to be the two-tone. This is going to be the current H logo, hence the black drop shadow that's going on behind. Metallic red rust, of course, for the interior flames. Pink on the outskirts. This is a two-tone, so black crown, brown button, brown upper visor. And this, is, of course, is going to be the metallic red rust 20th anniversary or 20 years patch for the side patch. Once again, H logo, tonal on the back. Hat Club original pink under visor to go with those pink flames on the front. Black sweatband, Hat Club tag, made in China, baby.
That Houston does look insane. This is definitely in my top 3 as well. You're just showing most of my top 3 right now, Ben.
Hey. Oh, I mean, I just pulled these out of the box the way they sent them. So Houston number 2, which honestly, I like this one a little bit more. All metallic royal blue, metallic icy blue, of course, on the interior for the H logo, or for the star. Sorry, I almost said H logo. Black drop shadow, but navy blue crown, button, upper visor. And this one, of course, is going to be the 2022 World Series. So the last thing the Astros actually have to shout about right now. Tonal H logo with the star on the back. This, of course, is a Hat Club original icy under visor. Shout out to Frosty Preem if we haven't already do that. Yeah. Black on the sweatband, Hat Club tag on the inside, made in China.
I think I call that one the serious Stros, just because of that blue flame. I do like that.
My angle's a little weird because I changed where my camera's at, because usually it was over to the right side.
Seeing more of the glory of the wall behind you.
What's that?
I seeing more of the glory of the wall behind you.
Oh yeah. This one right in your wheelhouse, Tef. Two-tone, black, navy blue button, navy blue upper visor, black crown, of course. And the same as the Houston Astros they showed. Metallic royal blue, metallic icy, and metallic silver for the A logo. But 1999 World Series side patch. How you feeling about this one?
Listen, that I mean no disrespect to any other team that's been shown. This is my number 1. There is an establishment here in Atlanta that's called the Blue Flame. So if you know that where I'm gonna probably be doing my photos for this hat.
I love that. A tonal logo on the back. Hat Club original icy under visor, black sweatband, Hat Club tag, made in China on this one.
Tough.
I'm gonna save this one for last. I didn't mean to grab that one first. There is another New York Yankees in the mix, of course. This one's going to be purple crown button upper visor, combination of pink and metallic icy blue for the flames on this one. Subway Series for the side patch. I know a lot of New Yorkers wanted that Subway Series this year, but you know what? The baseball gods were like, hell no.
We got what we got. But it's been a while since I've seen that Subway patch used.
I agree with that.
Yeah. Do like that.
Tonal on the back, tonal New Era flag on the side, Hat Club original icy under visor, black sweatband, Hat Club tag, made in China.
Were these cooked up by Freddie?
I believe they were. I believe they were.
purple icy in here. We got some good pinkies in here as well. I like that. I'm liking that.
This one's in my top 3, and not because of the World Series champs. I just like this colorway on it. The LA
Yeah, that
Dodgers, just for whatever reason, just the blending of the metallic pewter into the metallic icy into the metallic red rust flames just
man.
works out well for me, especially on a
Yeah,
black crown, black button, black upper visor, and of course the 1988 World Series side patch.
I'm not mad at that.
Oh,
That pewter off of those flames is tough. I like that a lot. Really, really good color placement on that one.
mm.
Yeah,
Total
that's pretty
LA
good.
on the back, Hat Club original icy under visor, black sweatband, Hat Club tag, made in China.
Yeah,
Keep
I'm
that
not
on the
seeing a miss yet.
side.
I'm not seeing a miss yet.
All right, next up, the other LA Dodgers, a little bit more,
Eclectic, yeah, a little bit
yeah.
more colors, yeah.
You got some what shade of like plum
Black,
purple?
plump. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
we'll go plum. With pink flames. This is a navy blue crown, black button, black upper visor. 40th anniversary at Dodger Stadium. So some pink, some purple, some icy blue elements in there. Because of course this one is a Hat Club original icy under visor, black sweatband, Hat Club tag, made in China.
Do like that. The side patch almost looks like a torch, like a pilot light with a torch. Yeah, I like that.
Never thought about that. It's a good call there.
Hmm.
All right, and this is the last one for baseball for all you Arizona peeps, because of course we weren't going to leave you guys in the dark. But I dig this one.
Mm.
Black crown, button, upper visor, metallic pewter interior A logo, black scales, metallic red rust, metallic copper for the flames, and of course all metallic and black 1998 inaugural season patch.
Yeah, this hat gives me Samurai Jack vibes.
Ooh,
High key. Definitely Aku. Like I think I call for me personally, I would call this hat the Aku. I really, really like how this came together. And I like the fact that we did not make this one a V-backs.
yeah,
I-
actually, I'm on board with that because upside
mhm,
down flames would have been, well, I mean, they probably could have still done the flames going upward, but I feel like,
mhm,
yeah, the overall impact of the logo on this one is better with it being right side
yeah.
up.
I definitely would say between this one, I say that's probably my favorite. It was a pinky too.
It's a
Oh wow.
pinky.
Yeah. I think between the Vader and this one, I think like these are like two examples of where like the Vader, oh excuse me, the V-backs
The
that we
what?
did with the other with the Only Hope pack, and then I just feel like these are two examples where the logo was turned at the right time for each of those.
I
Yep,
agree.
I like that. Man,
But yeah, that will do it for MLB. There was a reason why I kept this last one for last. These last two is because they're the only NBA editions. First up, it's your boy LeBron, black crown, black button, black upper visor, white and black primary logo, but metallic royal blue, metallic icy for the flames,
hmm,
and just a 310 side patch. So I feel like it's just kind of like simple.
yeah,
No logo in the back, so no tonal, just a straight up no logo, but it does have a black new era flag on the side. This one's a pinky. I'm surprised it's not an icy to go with the rest of the front
yeah.
logo and the side patch. But yeah,
Yeah, I'm not mad at it. I'm actually surprised we didn't go well, I don't want to give it away if we do have it, the Miami Heat.
we did
The white
not.
with the white hot jerseys. I thought that would have been interesting to see, but it's all good.
We didn't, and I thought it would have been an interesting addition, but that's kind of where I feel like this one. Like I ain't mad about it, Phoenix
No,
Suns,
okay.
but because of the fact that the
Mhm.
logo itself being metallic pewter, which I like, but
Yes.
because of like the triangles, which is basically like the flames coming off the ball anyway, and then adding a
Mhm.
few more flames in there, into which case it is orange and purple, so it is actually Suns colorway for the flames.
Mhm.
Then you just have the basic primary logo for the side patch. So felt like it was a little bit much on this one, but also not the end of the world.
No, I definitely there's a very old Warren Lotus tee. I think it's the shot that I would actually specifically wear with this hat.
I like that.
Shouts out D Book.
Um, no logo on the back, and this one is a Hat Club original pinky as well. Black sweatband,
Mhm.
Hat Club tag. That's your collection right there. Like I said, tomorrow isn't Thursday, 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern. HatClub.com, Hat Club app, as well as at the Melrose and the NoHo locations. What's
I'm
your top
liking it.
three?
Top three for me. Top slot for me is gonna have to be the Braves. I think that all metallic silver,
Rightfully so.
yeah, logo with the blue flames, and it's a tonal. I think that just in the 99, come on, that's crazy. Um, So that's definitely my number 1 slot. My number 2 is actually going to be, I'm gonna switch it around. I'm gonna put the Arizona,
Oh,
the D-backs in my number 2.
I feel like
I
it's a
just
good call on that one.
the execution, everything on it is tough, and it balances me out because now I have an icy and a pinky in my top 2 slots. And then the third, I would say, is the Strohs. I think the two-tone Strohs. So the
Oh, the
black
black and
brown.
brown.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think that one is. I know a lot of people are going to probably gravitate towards the blue flame Strohs, but I think this one is just tough. I think that one's definitely clean. Now, Cap Crusader, I thought the same thing when I saw the photos, but that Braves I think is a tonal, right? Um, is that Braves a tonal or is it a two tone?
What do you? No, it's a two-tone.
It's a two tone. Oh, okay.
Black and navy, baby.
Like in Navy? Okay. I still have it in my top slot. I
Yeah.
do really like how that was executed. Yeah.
You know what's great about democracy? We can have different opinions, but we can still be friends at the end of the day. Because
that.
I bring this up, because my top 3 is actually completely different from your top 3.
Okay, I like that.
But
I like
either
that.
way, we're all fucking winners on this one. So,
I like how you put that in there. I like that.
first one I'm going with is actually the other Houston Astros, the all navy with the icy. I just think it's a sharp, crisp, clean look. Great usage of going between icy on the front, icy underneath.
I do. I like that. I do see that.
Controversial pick here, but I just think the simplicity of this one is just perfect. The all navy blue New York Yankees, because it's basically just an on-field Yankees hat with the 99 patch, but all metalliced out, and the Hat Club original pinky under visor. Really dig this one.
Yeah, I don't think you go wrong picking that one up. If you didn't know what to pick up, I'd say you go for that one. Definitely first.
What's wrong with my camera? I like it, whatever. My number 1 is the LA Dodgers, the black, the icy, the red. I just like this color combination a lot. And I feel like of any Dodger hat that we've done, any kind of like an additional like logo look to it, this is probably the best one that we've done.
Yeah, I do like I said, I think the pewter with the flames was just like a really, really good choice. Really good use of front metallics. Really good use of front metallics.
Yeah. And that's it. That's your fire pack that's dropping. Like I said, tomorrow is in Thursday, 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern. HatClub.com, Hat Club app. And let me see if the lighting works better on this one going forward. And Hat Club LA as well as New York. So
speaking of LA, put LA on the
Otani in the house.
Yeah. Well, you know what's funny? So I ordered multiple of the pinky variety pack at the same time. 2 of them came like in the same box. This one came separately. I don't know. Maybe they were just like, oh man, we gotta let this one go. Jeez.
I'm gonna go backwards for this one. All right.
Oh.
All right. Okay. Moving on to Friday. We got a nice little 4-pack variety pack for you guys. These are going to be dropping 7 a.m. West Coast time, 10 a.m. East Coast time. I know variety packs drop at weird times. Don't blame me for it. It's just a thing that happens. But anyway, going to start off with just the first one in my hand. So can you tell, Dougnificent, that this is a two-tone? Is my camera fucking with it right now?
No, I like that. That's clean. I do like that one.
Graphite crown. This is a cardinal upper visor and button. So I'm glad I turned this other light off because I feel like the cardinal is actually coming through clearly. This is going to be a 2022 All-Star game for the side patch. Flat stitch baddie on the back, going to be pink and metallic red on either side. This one is a Hat Club original pink under visor, black sweatband, Hat Club tag on the inside, and this bad boy is made in China.
Very sweethearty on the Batterman for that one.
Good call there. Good call. We are going to. This one is in a way is like a restock.
Yes, I believe I've seen that one before.
Black crown, black button, black upper visor, Arizona Diamondbacks. That is metallic. Or sorry, pearlescent. It's very shiny. No, it is metallic silver. I'm not crazy.
Okay.
Metallic silver on the interior for the D. Metallic icy blue for the scales. Metallic royal blue for the drop shadow. And 1998 inaugural season for the Diamondbacks.
I feel like there was like a burnt orange variant of this.
Yes.
That
That's
was what it
that's
was.
that's what it is.
There was yeah, because I remember that came out around the time Frosty had his Texas Rangers. Yeah, okay. And it's icy. I
And
like
it's
that.
an icy to go with it, and then all metallics, of course, with the icy blue and the metallic silver for the flat stitch baddie on the back. So
Ain't a dang thing wrong with it.
because what's interesting about this one is when I first looked at it, it's like, oh, it's blackberry.
That ooh.
But it just has an icy and it used components of metallics rather than just the flat, just regular colors like royal blue and black and white and whatever. It's just all metallics for the logos. So
You know what's funny? If they would have did a blueberry UV like Days Quiet Storm 1.0 Phillies, that would have been interesting to see on this, especially with the choice of that metallic royal blue on the drop shadow for that front.
I agree. From out of nowhere, Baltimore Orioles, alternate logo. So this is a optic white for the O's logo, but there is a metallic silver on the outskirts there for the border. This is a stone gray upper visor, red crown, stone gray button, but 30th anniversary of Oriole Park.
I do like this. This kind of reminds me a little bit of, well, no, I was about to say the rollout pack that we just did, but I feel like a better comparison would be the Lightning pack that Austin did.
Oh, yeah.
His Toronto from that pack. It kind of gives me those types of vibes, low key.
I'm on board with that.
Ooh, DJ Ajax, that's interesting. I didn't think about that.
Hey, no, actually, I think you're right. I think you're right, because think about the Baltimore Orioles that we dropped last week.
Yes.
I think you're right.
Is there any green in that type?
Yeah.
Or green on the UV. Okay. All right.
So,
all right.
The riddle is solved, folks.
Big bucks. If you know, you know. Oh,
Big
actually,
bucks.
let me see in the side patch again, Ben. Okay, I see it. It's in the circle around the. That's actually really, really creative. I like that. I do like
the Baltimore Orioles alternate logo hat. All right, and the last one I got for you guys, City Edition Minnesota Twins. We already dropped a version of this not too long ago. Yeah, Minnesota North Stars colorway. So, but this one is a pinky.
Favorite. Oh, Grambo. But yeah, no, I really, so that's the City Connect logo for the Twins, right?
Yep.
I'm not mad at this. You know what's funny? I would like to see a Purple Rain version of this hat. I would. Somebody make that happen. John, if you're listening to this, Freddie, if you're listening, make it happen. It has to be obnoxious. Like if it's
got to be velvet too. If we're going to go full out, crushed velvet, baby.
Listen, if somebody does that and play a guitar in a photo setting for that, listen, you got it. You got it for the year. Fist of the North. I like that as well, Cap Crusader. I do like that. I do like that as well.
All right, no spin the block Sunday this Sunday, although there is a plethora, and I mean like it's between 18 and 24 different A-frames that are dropping over the weekend. So keep your eyes and ears open on hatclub.com and the Hat Club app for that. We are jumping into Monday because we have two different smaller variety packs dropping that day. First up is going to be the one that drops at 8 a.m. because the other pack drops at 9 a.m. on Monday. That, of course, is 8 a.m. West Coast time, 11 a.m. East Coast time. Then we go back to the big box here.
Yes, sir.
First one up is going to be yet another Arizona Diamondbacks two-tone black crown, brown upper visor, brown button, combination of, we're going to say bone for the interior for the D.
I'm glad you caught yourself, Ben.
Sounded terrible coming out. But metallic pewter, metallic copper for the scales, as well as the drop shadow, which I feel like is a really nice look. And all metallics for the 1998 inaugural season. Somebody
feel like
this is a restock?
I think it is. I do think it is.
You guys probably are right.
Or is it, guys? I like that steely blue in the side patch. I don't.
With the cilantro green undervisor?
I feel like I've seen that same black, brown, cilantro gray UV combo. Best of AZ. Okay. It might have been.
I was gonna say it probably dropped in store first. But yeah, I was gonna say, because if I haven't told you guys this before, anytime variety packs go into stores, all the stores have the green light to drop them first before we drop them online. So
yeah, no, and hi, yeah, I was thinking the same thing when they said restock. I was like, that was different, like, because it really was reminding me of Nadi's Rushmore drop, the and then also it reminded me a little bit also of Max's drop as well from the last ambassador pack we had.
Slightly. I mean, realistically, also reminds me of the color story that we dropped yesterday.
Yeah, the black metallic. Yeah, it was. Yeah. Okay. I'm seeing.
I'm going to move this hat to number 3. This is a 3-pack, of course, because I know you guys are going to just get big boners for the third hat I show you. But also, some of you are going to dig the hell out of this one. So, Oakland A's script, black crown, forest green upper visor and button. Yes, that is metallic silver interior for the Oakland script with a white border. And you guessed it, the century of athletics baseball for the side patch. So it was only a matter of time before we started really like hammering these ones out. So
yeah,
damn good looking hat.
Ben, I'm not gonna lie to you. That's definitely
this one's coming home. Like
regardless, that's a top 3 Oakland of the year right there. I don't know. Like that 100-year patch. If only the Athletics stayed in Oakland, man. Because all the things you could do with that patch. Good Lord.
I know. Hey, Static Surge, we don't play that fucking game here, so don't.
Cap Crusader I like it as a gray. I truly like it as a gray. I wouldn't be mad at an icy, but we had a green icy stompers before, but I think it was like a 40th or 50th, if I'm not mistaken.
So there's only one element of icy in the side patch here, nothing on the front. So that's actually why I'm glad it's a gray and not an icy, because I felt like it would detract. Like it would still go because of this little bit, but nah.
I like it.
I love this hat.
Yeah, I do like that. That's definitely that might be a cop for me. I don't have a lot of Oakland script in my collection. Definitely need some more.
And here's the last one for Monday at 8 a.m. A lot of you guys have been jonesing after this one. So it is the all red crown button upper visor, Chicago Cubs, brown face, metallic pewter, metallic gold on the outskirts there. The glossy ass be alert for foul balls, which, I mean, we're talking about light just dancing in a patch. Here it is, baby.
Listen, man. So High TTB has been asking about this now for a couple of episodes. Thank you, brother, for your patience. But I'm gonna say this. We did an original Ox pack. I mean, obviously, we're no secrets. There's no secrets there. This hat has a very specific color pattern. A pattern that's monstrous, if you will.
Yes.
So I'll definitely will say, I think as far as hooks executed for discography, this to me I might get some flack for this. This might unseat the OG Oxes. I'm gonna be bold enough to say that. I mean, because you remember, Ben, when we first released those, people had an issue with the Wrigley side patch. They didn't mind the hat as a whole.
Well, they were idiots.
Yeah, I agree. But I was like, but I would say a lot of people were, kind of on the fence about it. But I would say execution wise, especially what that album was in Kanye's discography, yeah. I think that might that's definitely going to be top 3.
Yeah.
Top 3, arguable, debatable, how you want to switch them around. I think this is probably one of the best hooks executed of a certain artist ever done.
Because I will say the other 2 that we did that we don't really talk about often, the peach one, it worked, but I didn't find it that great. And then there was the one that we dropped at SneakerCon Chicago, aka Schaumburg. It was okay. I mean, it was all right.
Yeah.
But this one, I agree. It's like a 3-way top prize for first place between this, the brown, and the purple.
Yeah, I think with all of those hats, regardless of how you feel about the side patches, I think just color wise they were executed well. I can see a specific album and piece and discography when I look at all three of those hats. And I think that's what makes it great. Devil in a new hat. Justifer, I like the way you think. I like that a lot. So no, that's clean.
I'll tell you what I'm gonna do for you guys. Friday morning. Because of the fact that obviously you guys are dedicated to the show, dedicated to Discord. I'm going to talk with Austin and we're going to figure out some kind of contest to give away 5 invoices for this hat because the fact that it drops so early on Monday, 8 a.m. or sorry. Yes, 8 a.m. West Coast time, 11 a.m. East Coast time, this whole 3-pack. Yeah. Yes, we will figure something out so that way I can get the invoice request sent in Friday. You guys get the invoices over the weekend. They ship out Monday. Everybody's happy. But I figured, well, I'd do like 5, top 5, like a 5. Yeah.
You know what? A challenge should be, I need you to rap bar for bar something from that album.
Something. And you got to videotape it.
Yeah, it's got to be a video submission. Like you have to like pick a song from that particular album. Go all out. Do it. And I think that'll be fun. I think that'll make people really be genuinely excited about it because trivia is kind of like, I know we do trivia a lot, but I think that would be an interesting way to shake things up.
I agree. Yeah, like I said, Austin and I will figure this out tomorrow and we'll post something Friday. Like we'll have its own separate little chat channel in Discord for you guys. We're not going to put it on the main page. Don't worry. Or maybe we will.
Maybe,
yeah, we'll see what happens. But yes, we'll let you guys know.
No, so you know what, High TTV, if the best ones, like if you actually take it seriously and you knock it out the park, I feel like we'll ask permission. Can we actually repost it? I think that'll be cool. I think that'll be fun.
I think it'll be awesome. All right. I said there's 2 different packs dropping on Monday. So this is number 2. This got posted to Instagram and to Twitter earlier today. So these drop Monday as well, 9 a.m. West Coast time, 12 p.m. East Coast time. This is the Stone Crown Flawless Scripts. It's only a 3-pack. My light is going to do numbers on these already. Hold on, let me go to the big screen real quick. I'm terrified. But yeah, Stone Crown for all of them. Black upper visor, black button. There you go. The Flawless, because that's the small logo that goes in the front corner. These are all going to be scripts. So metallic silver interior with a white outline for the Diamondbacks. And very old school 1998 actual team colorway, but some use of metallics in there as well for the inaugural season patch on the side.
This kind of no, it's not bad. It kind of reminds me of it was a WNBA pack that we did, I think, earlier.
Except better.
Yeah. But is that front logo metallic silver?
It is, yeah. I tried to work with the lighting in my room on this one. I don't know why it's being so shifty.
I could see the metallic like blue gray in the actual logo, and then the silver. It's a stone crown, and you're trying to show silver on stone, which is very tough to do.
I was gonna say, unless I'm just like, if I took everything out of this room, you might be able to see it better on the basis of that. But there's a lot of things conflicting there. Up next, we'll go. Oh, sorry. Gray under visor and black sweatband, Hat Club tag. These are made in China. So there you go.
Good clean hats.
Number 2 is going to be the New York Yankees. So this one is going to be a navy blue upper visor, navy button. Once again, the metallic silver interior for the Yankees. Script, white outline, 1996 World Series, because that's the only World Series for the Yankees that seems to matter.
Oh man. No, I feel like all of these, Ben, I can answer questions on your move everything. That's like that would be a 3-hour stream, David.
Dude, I don't even want to talk about, like, it took me like an hour to pick up all the goddamn jerseys and hang them up off my floor and actually clean my office up before we did the show today.
Good Lord. Now, I was like, so quick question on this, Ben. So all of these are going to be script logos then, correct? Okay, they're all going to be scripts. Okay.
And it is just the 3, guys.
Okay.
Last but not least, Los Angeles Dodgers. So Los Angeles script there in the front, metallic silver, white outline, Dodger blue, upper visor and button. oddly enough, 1955 World Series champion. So combination of the LA and the Brooklyn, unique.
Interesting. Yeah.
I don't know if I would have gone that route, but you know what? Hey, to each their own.
Yeah.
Flat stitch baddie on the back, just like the others. Gray undervisor, black sweatband, Hat Club tag on the inside. Made in China.
TTV with the interesting point. Len with the interesting point. He said because there's so much like blank or empty space on those.
Yeah.
If you had like a really solid pin collection, that would be an interesting way to like. I never thought about it like that.
That's a good call.
Yeah, or shoot, take it to like an embroidery shop and get like custom embroideries on the front around it.
Let's get some Sharpies and go to town. Do whatever you want with it, man.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, these three, 9 a.m. West Coast time, 12 p.m. East Coast time on Monday. HatClub.com, Hat Club app.
Yep.
All right, we're in the witching hour. We're about to have our guests come in. I didn't think it was going to take as long as it was, or as we've gone to go through these hats. But this is the last pack we go into before we debut the next ambassador pack. And of course, two of our ambassadors are here with us who cooked these up.
Whoop.
But first of all, we got to talk about a collection that fucking flew.
Mm-hmm.
Whether you like the TV show or not, these hats fucking flew. Yep. Everybody loved them except for one dude on Twitter. That guy fucking sucks. I don't remember his name. It's not worth knowing. But yeah, this is the Seinfeld pack. And not only are they back, they are back in A-frame form. So first up, it's a pack of 3. Seinfeld on the side patch there. These are snapbacks, of course, because they are A-frames. Going with the retro green under visor, the black sweatband, and all these are going to be made in China. So, yep, first one up, New York Yankees.
And these are 940s, right?
Yes, these are 940 A-frames. Thank you for pointing that out.
Mm-hmm.
New York Mets, of course, is going to be up next. These are polyester, actually. They're not cotton.
Yeah, because I think the Seinfeld 5950s were wool, right?
They were wool. That's what I was like. When I saw cotton, I'm like, cotton? What the fuck?
Yeah. So, Ben, you're gonna make me say something nice about the Mets, and the season has not been over for a week. I'm not gonna lie to you. That Mets, I think it's just the blue with the orange with the like that. Honestly, is like my favorite one of all 3 of them. I think the Yankee is very subtle. But this one, just from a color perspective, it's doing something for me here. I like that.
I don't know what it is, but the color scheme on this one compared to the fitted one looks better.
David, I tried. I really tried not to say something nice, but you know what? It's a détente between me and Cap Crusader right now. It's a truce. I'm wearing a Yankees hat, so you have to understand how blasphemous what I did was, David. So I apologize in advance. I won't do it again.
Last but not least, this one's my favorite, the 1989 full body bird for the Baltimore Orioles. Shout out to Elaine Bennis, loyal to the soil of the Baltimore Orioles. There you go.
You know what's funny? Like when we actually released that pack, I went and watched that Seinfeld episode, and
same.
For some reason, the episode was that much funnier. Like when I like watching it. So, yeah. Cap Crusader, we're in the truce times right now.
The truce times.
Yeah, the truce times.
All right.
When spring training starts, I don't have anything nice to say about the Metropolitans.
All out war at that point.
Yeah.
So just so you guys know, these drop Tuesday, 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern, hatclub.com, Hat Club app. And then speaking of Tuesday, there's another collection dropping the exact same time. That, of course, is going to be our brand new ambassador pack. And without further ado, before I show anything off, I got to let the creators come in here and chat them up. That, of course, is going to be Just John.
What?
And DJ Killer
Squid.
What's up, y'all?
The peoples.
Not much. How you guys doing?
Oh my God, right.
Good. We're good. Man. How you guys doing today?
I'm great. I got like a cold, but that I've had for like the last 4 days.
Mm-hmm.
I'm recovering.
Yes.
Oh, she's back. There we go.
She's back. All right. John, you good? You like
I'm straight.
You're kind of like a little bit pixely.
I'm straight.
A little bit ghouly, my boy.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, a little bit.
Now?
But now No, now you're good. Now you're tracking.
Cool. Cool.
All right.
What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? How y'all feeling
Holla.
tonight, man? Well,
I'm feeling
evening.
great.
Night.
A great.
I'll be good if the Pacers can continue a win streak.
That's how I feel about the Pistons.
Listen.
Hey, Pistons are already off to a way better start than last season, so no complaints
yeah, we beat
there.
the Lakers.
Listen.
Hell yeah.
That did not have that on my bingo card that night. I did not.
I didn't either. We won the same night that the Lions won, so I was happy.
No.
Hey,
Like,
Pacers
listen.
up 4 at halftime. Love to see it.
Yeah, man. So I mean, big shouts out to you guys for coming on and hanging with us.
Thank you for having us, man. Thank you for having
Oh,
us.
Of course.
Appreciate
of
you
course.
guys.
Listen, man, the ambassador pack now has been through several iterations. You know, and I think this one is special, you know, for me because I get to hang with you guys and I've actually gotten a chance to do promo for both of y'all's hats from like when y'all first did your first ambassador pack. So I feel like this is a really cool full circle moment to be able to hang with y'all again. So I mean, to pop it off, just like how now with this being your second time, you know, being a part of the ambassador pack, like how does it feel? Like like was your approach different when you designed your hats? Like what was the feeling like when you walked into this next design? And either of you can start it.
You go first. You go first.
Okay, no worries. Honestly, I had this design in the tug for quite some time. If I'm being honest with you, it was just minor colors that I wanted to like perfect, make sure like
Okay.
it looked good. But I've had this mock-up for quite some time. I would say over a year by now. I want to
Okay.
say. Um, I was just excited, man. I wanted to do something like, well, you know, continue the storyline of doing something that means something to me, some type of storytelling. So yeah, man, I was just excited, looking forward to it. I think like I was relieved after like I got it submitted. Like I was like, okay, cool, it's submitted. Now I just have to wait to see how it looks in my hand.
Type shit. Yeah, for sure, for sure. What
Hmm.
about you, Squid?
So I actually designed this hat the same day that I designed the first one. The first one was more so for the Lions because we were finally getting good, and so
Mhm.
this
Restore the
one,
roar.
yeah, hey, we're going to the Super Bowl, but this this one is solely for Detroit. Obviously anybody else can get it, but burners is like the biggest thing here. If you don't feel good, like since I was a kid, they always tell you to just drink some burners. So I really just wanted to show and pay homage to burners saving me when I was a kid, and also like we have state. But the main thing for me was just burners, and just to kind of tell the story of like this is the main place that you can get it from. I think they have it in Florida too, but like
Mhm.
Detroit, that's like how Cartier is our thing. Like burners is our thing too. So I kind of just wanted to play with those colors and
Mhm.
just kind of like show my inner Detroit and be a little bit more colorful than the last one.
Yeah. I mean, definitely like, and to follow on to that, Squid. So I mean, obviously, like you said, Detroit is like very much niche, very much like you got to be from there to really understand like inspo. So like from your perspective, you went cord the first time as a
Yep.
material choice, and then you go on poly this time. Like between the two that you've designed now, which one is your favorite?
Um, I really love the corduroy. Like, if we're talking
Mhm.
about just material, I would say corduroy. But as far as looking everything, because I don't really see this like this Detroit, I would say this one because I'm really colorful. Like I dress colorful and everything, and I feel like that truly shows my personality. I felt like I kind of
Mhm.
had to come in to tone it down a little bit just because Detroit does not sell well. Like no one, I don't really see anybody that's not from Detroit where Detroit fitted like that.
Mhm.
So I'm like, all right, let me kind of, and that was even a risk doing corduroy, because it wasn't
Mhm.
cold. So I was just like, all right, it's sold out. It's sold slow, but like, let's see if we can kind of like tone it up, but still kind of keep it a little, not overwhelm people with Detroit.
Mhm.
I got a question for you because we talked about this before we started the show. Your usage of the 1921 turn back the clock style D logo on the front, not something that's used very often. Sneakers and Fitted, Mark, he used that one as well for his I almost said the wrong terminology.
Yeah.
The ice cold fashion that he did. But you used it as well. It is hands down one of my favorite Detroit Tiger D logos. I'm glad you used it. What was the reason behind why you decided to go with that one?
It looked different, and I don't. Oh my god, this is a pause moment. I don't like the skinny symbol. The skinny symbol.
Yeah. We got
So,
you.
this one looks a little bit more elegant. It looks like it has more personality. It looks strong. It looks bold. It looks like it's just kind of like pause, but it's just like screaming at you. So I kind of was just like, this isn't something you see on a Detroit Fitted at all. Like you guys know, it's always either just the regular Old English, that's huge, or they have the small one. And I'm like, nah, let's just please do something different. So I was just like, let's do something that I don't really get to see. And I was just praying that they were going to approve it, and they did. So I was happy.
No,
the one thing I always say in regards to that logo that I like the most is because it reminds me of the fist.
Yeah.
Yep,
I didn't think about that. That's actually a good call out. Yeah,
you got culture. You know something.
Hey,
you know it's good.
I've said this on the show numerous times. Outside of Oakland, Detroit is hands down one of my favorite cities in this country.
Listen,
you know what's crazy? I met him the first time. I don't know if that was that your first time coming here when you came, when you guys
No,
came?
that was my third.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
First time was 2012. First time was 2012. Then my wife and I, we spent our 5-year anniversary for a week in Detroit back in 2017.
What?
Oh yeah, it was awesome.
What made you choose Detroit for that?
So she's a Minnesota Twins fan. I'm an Oakland A's fan. By random happenstance, the A's played a 4-game series against the Tigers, and then the Twins came in immediately afterward for a 3-game. It's the only time that's ever happened, and it's like, we're fucking going to Detroit.
That's
it's
super
awesome.
clutch.
No, that's crazy.
That's super clutch.
I'm trying to tell you guys, Detroit is a place. You got to start coming here.
That's a divine appointment, bro. Like those two different teams making a road trip.
That's crazy. I cannot lie.
So, but yeah, so John, obviously,
yes,
you know, you've been doing like raising the bar. I feel like every single time you've done hat designs. You recently just went out west, to San Fran, to promote this hat. Like, walk us through that process, bro, of just like what made you decide that was the way that you wanted to execute it, and just give us some, some vibes as far as what happened when you were out there. When we were out there.
So first thing first, I want to say this. This wouldn't be this without this. You guys can tell. Just a little backtrack. I remember being at NoHo getting this. Around that time, I was listening to Larry June, so I felt like over the years I've gravitated to his music more. I understood it more, and I became more of a fan with time. So when I got the chance to do my second ambassador rollout, I wanted to like do something different, or just like I said before, a storytelling point of view of things. And I'm a person that want to do different teams, want to do different colors, want to do different things, just like Squid. I want to do different things. So I said, why not try to do my own spin to a hat like this? You know what I'm saying? Like, I kept seeing this, I keep wearing this a lot. I do have another one signed by Larry himself. Even if you can see, this is extremely dirty.
That's fire though. That's fire though.
Because I wear it very often. So I wanted to have my spin on it. So yeah, man. When this was all said and done, and I went and I was ready to go to SF, I said, okay, like I was planning this months ahead. I was just like, okay, how can I do this? How can I elevate the content, the storytelling, just everything? And I said, you know what? I might have to take this trip to India, but take that challenge. I'm one of the very few people that I know that take their craft serious with these designs, with these opportunities that are given. So I said, like, I could have just stood in New York and do this, but I said, why not go fly out west and do something a little different and just assemble a team. And the people that like Larry June, the people that are San Francisco fans, whether you are or aren't, or whether you're from there, or just a Larry June fan, period. So I assembled the dream team, I like to call it, and Yeah, man. We went out there and we cooked, man. We did what we had to do.
Yeah.
We could.
Hey,
We
I
cooked.
got a question. How come I didn't
Yes.
get a call? I was only 10 miles away.
Listen, I wanted to so bad, but if I'm being honest, if I'm being very honest, I feel like we did so much, but I feel like there was so much more we wanted to do in such a little time. Like literally, if you can ask Tef if you want, he will vouch for this. I literally said one of the very first things I wanted to do was go to ask me if I went to Sausalitos.
We did not.
Didn't go to
We did
Sausalitos at all because I felt like we just because there was so much we had to do, and we was like, me, Tef, and a couple others, we're the type of people that like to game plan stuff. To be like, okay, cool. So by this time frame, we doing this. By this time frame, we doing this. So I'm not saying everything was time framed, but I am at the same time like we were shooting pictures, we were hitting certain spots, we were doing a lot of things. So and even then, I felt like we didn't do enough.
No, I'm just
such
giving you a hard
very
time on that. Tef and I
listen,
talked about it afterward. I totally get it, dude.
Listen,
you guys
I
a lot
wanted to go. I wanted to go bad. Like I wanted to go visit. I wanted to go just check out. I even wanted to go to Oakland to go check that out. Like, but it was such a short time. Like, and we were doing so, believe it or not. I know we them, but time be flying. Like be flying.
Yeah. Like so.
It was
like
crazy.
so funny story is like John said, I was out and a part of the team that we wanted to promote John's hat. So we got there, we couldn't even get into our Airbnb because of how early we got there until like 4 or so. That was basically the mode of operandi. So fast forward, we get settled. We do on shoot day. So this hat that I'm wearing is not actually the original hat that I had during the shoot. So we rented a 911. We rented a Porsche for that shoot because if you watch or you look at any of Larry June's visuals, nice cars, part of it. So we collectively would agree like, hey, we got to get this. We saw the car, we were like, it's perfect, it's exactly what we want. So we drove it in, to SF, because we had to go out to Fremont to go get it. So we drove it into SF, and so we drove in. And once we got there, John is obviously taking over, driving and doing whatever. So there's a point where we drive across the Golden Gate, and now we're going towards Spencer's Battery. So there's a point where because I don't know, maybe I felt like Heath Ledger from The Dark Knight. I don't know what I was on, but I stick my head out the window. My hat is facing this way, so wind.
Literally right after.
Oh my God! Don't tell me you lost the hat.
Listen,
No.
wind and physics was not my friend that day. So. This is the hat that actually survived SF. So you can't really see the marks, but so the hat actually got run over. Just for everybody's knowledge and understanding. So hat got run over. The skid mark. So this mark is actually from Max, who was out there with us. He rented a BMW, so he actually rolled over the hat, and then he had to pull over, get out to go grab the hat out the street, and then brought it back to me. So. Safe to say Golden Gate claimed this hat for itself, but
it's still in great condition for being run over by a car.
Listen, you wouldn't have thought that if you weren't out there that day, but when it happened, it was like John looked at me, I looked at him like, bro, like what just happened? But I'm gonna tell you how cool and how great we were about it. We wrote things on the bottom of this hat called the good kind.
Hey,
I think just for the experience and everything, I think it was just cool. Like it was really guys just bonding over music, our love for Larry June, our love for the coast, and just being able to support John. I think that was just a really dope opportunity. So this is a trophy. This is definitely never going to be sold. I think.
Yeah, I have a T-shirt as bad as that hat.
Yeah,
and I just made them sign it. Oh well. Yeah. Tev, hold up. You can speak to them a little bit while I get the T-shirt right in front of me.
Yeah.
Give me 1 sec.
So the funny thing about that T-shirt was
man.
So we had pulled up.
What a day! What an event!
Yeah, there was a crazy day. So like I lose my hat after this happened. So when we're like over by like the bridge, there's like a section where like the water is crashing against it, and let's just say that the Porsche got wet. And like we had to use something to dry it, so we used the shirt.
Oh my God!
Like
we
so
used
one
of my T-shirts. Yeah.
Yeah. So like Thankfully, it was a shirt that wasn't meant for anybody per se, but
Correct.
but yeah, like we had to wipe the car down, like the exterior of it, because you could imagine the car has been clean the whole time we're shooting. So now out of nowhere, the car just has like beads of water all over it. So we have to
Because
make it
we
look.
were at a splash zone near the
Yeah,
bridge. Yeah.
literally Shamu area.
So this the only T-shirt. So what I did was, not pout. I'm gonna save it as a trophy as well, and I made everybody sign it.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
Myself, Tev, Kaz was with us out there, so shout out to him. Chief, the photographer, the GOAT, and then we had Max and we had my homeboy Ray. So
Yeah,
everybody
awesome.
signed this shirt. Yeah. And so this is a trophy.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
Yeah,
it was just like, okay, this day not going well for us, or
no, at all.
but listen, we thugged it out. We just kept going. We thugged it out. We kept going.
I
We
definitely
wasn't gonna let that stop us.
No, I texted Davey immediately. Like I sent her a picture of it. I said, "So, this happened to my hat." She was
Yeah,
like,
I had to give him my extra because
yeah,
just ride around with no hat, and then he's
yeah. Thankfully, receding hairline hasn't hit me, so we were good. But just for the purposes of the shoot, I needed to make sure that I had a hat on. So like I said, I think that trip was just awesome. It was really dope. I couldn't have thought of a better group of guys to do that trip.
Yeah, it was super dope. It was fun. I was able to connect to a certain that are to the left. So don't be surprised if you see Loud and his team with the hat soon.
Oh,
Yeah.
He's
We were
modest
able to make that happen.
Yeah, he's modest and he's
we were able
humble.
to make that happen.
That was like, I feel like just how we went out there, the connections we made, it was really, really, really dope. I mean, I think, like I said, I feel like from the energy to the vibe to everything, that whole weekend was just, it was great. Like we enjoyed ourselves. Like if I haven't seen some of the vlogs, John's been posting them. Pictures.
I've enjoyed them.
Part 3 soon.
Significantly.
Thank you. Yeah, I told the boys, I was like, listen, not direct, but I like to have like a good concept, like rollouts. I have recorded. I know the fellas do, so I told, hey guys, let's assemble a couple clips, and yeah, I just cooked that up. I edited it, and I just try to make that happen. We try to turn it. The video is already 4 minutes and like 30 to 50 seconds long, and I said, well, Instagram is not gonna let me be great, so I had to cut that into like 3. Part 3 should be. I'll probably drop it around closer to drop date.
Yeah.
But yeah, it took me a couple hours going the best I can. I try to give everybody like authentic, organic, like the same reason. Like free, people chilling, being organic with like the good drinks. Oh, listen, the drinks out in. Listen, we had some mango smoothies that they put something in sure. They put something in sure.
Yeah.
I was going like thinking about throughout the day. Can I go back? I was upset because early.
Yeah.
That's
I was upset.
I mean, I'll say this. It's more of a post-COVID thing.
Yeah.
Because I mean, prior to that, things were open much later, but
Yeah,
oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was gonna say, shouts out to Drip and Milk Cafe, because I've had many mango smoothie, but I've never, like, if mangoes really like taste like that, I've really been hoodwinked my entire life. There's no reason that mango smoothie should have tasted that good at all.
No, it was amazing. I'm not gonna lie.
Final Four, like, you know how we do March Madness? If there was a tournament for smoothies, Final Four bid immediately.
Easily.
Debate. No debate.
John, I got one more important question for you, and then I want to bounce back to DJ Killer Squid. But my question to you, John, is, and this has been like a over the last year and a half kind of a thing that I've noticed that East Coasters actually seem to be doing San Francisco Giants hats better than West Coasters seem to. Why do you think that is?
Wow.
Honestly, it's a really good question that I wish I had the answer to.
Because I got to give props to Frosty Preem, of course. Like, he put out some bangers with the script. I feel like he was like really the first one to bring that to market. And it's no offense to any of our guys that work at Great Mall or anybody who's collaborated with us from the West Coast. I just personally say, or have seen, like, San Francisco Giants hats coming from East Coasters been pretty flawless.
Yeah, I story like Frosty Preem has his own story why he made his SF.
Yeah,
I feel like I did mine because again, they wouldn't be this without this. And the reason why they're not organic is because I had a friend of mine, have a friend of mine named Liz, told him to do something creative for me. I had the concept. Can you just do it for me? So it went through this. And if you see this is just iced out. And of course,
okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
So exactly. So I had them ice it out, which is why I came up with the name Bust Down Organic. I mean, obviously I didn't come up with the name, but I named this hat Bust Down Organic. The metallics on this hat is insane, honestly.
No,
so
1000%.
I just shout outs to my friends that helped me out. Shout outs to Wilder that helped me out finalize everything on this design. And honestly, it came out a lot better. You can ask Wilder on your own time. I literally was hitting him. I was like, I hope this comes out great. I hope this comes out great. This was a little different than the usual. You know, this is not the orange that was for like San Fran colorway stuff. This was like a little darker.
I agree with that. It is a much brighter orange, which actually I respect you for going that direction with it.
Thank you. So that's why I wanted to like do something a little different, but yet around the same lane. So I was happy the way it came out. People are telling me that this is their favorite hat I've made. People are telling me,
good.
I don't want to start no conversation. I don't want to start no argument. People are saying that they like this one better than the 1.0, but I'm telling them, relax. They wouldn't be no hat without that hat, you know? So, but I'm just glad of the outcome. I'm just glad it came out, and then I'm ready for the people that are excited to purchase this.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right, DJ Killer Squid. I got a 2-part question for you. Number one, the side patch on your hat, which I don't feel like you've talked about yet. 1984 World Series, which I find interesting because we've seldom used that side patch. And just to say, this is not a bad thing because I was born in 83, and I wish to God that I, as a 1-year-old, could remember Kirk Gibson hitting the game-winning home run off of Goose Gossage to witness that World Series. Why did you go that route as opposed to a lot of other people go different routes with different patches like the Michigan and Turnbull?
I think I wanted to go this one because I wanted this to stand out so much. I always see it's the Trumbull one.
Yeah.
I see it so much. I think when I started buying you guys' hat, I probably have so many of those. So I'm like, let's just do something that's subtle, but like I put metallic all through this.
Yeah.
I busted down just like Johnny. So
yes,
I was just like, let's just do like, it's almost like wearing an accessory, like just a little bracelet. Like, let's just do something small so this one can stand out a little bit more.
No, I like that.
So the second part of my question is, obviously you had talked about the color scheme in homage to Vernon's.
Yes.
I had pointed this out before we went live and said, if you really break it down, like the crown, the threading and stuff like that is almost identical and completely unintentional to Michigan State's colorway. Go green, by the way. Because you know what? Wolverine's got a little big chested after winning the national championship last season.
Yeah.
And East Lansing's been holding it down for many more years before that. So shout out to you on that one.
Honestly, I didn't mean to do that because like I kind of like both teams. Like I'm very like whoever wins they win because it's just it's still Michigan.
Yeah.
One of those like all team, but like I really kind of hope that a lot of people from Michigan State get this hat. This is pretty fire.
That's what I want. That's why I want to push this agenda
I like
for you.
And it's no gray. Like it's not gray under here. It's actually yellow. So I'm like, this should pop a little bit more than the average Detroit.
You could have some players, like some basketball players, like athletes, period, from that school. Where
Go crazy.
Draymond Green, where you at?
Oh, man, Draymond.
Listen, I think that
Y'all might not want Draymond wearing his hat. I'm not gonna lie.
He might elbow somebody or kick somebody.
Yeah, he might kick somebody, and Hat Cub might be like, he has nothing to do with this organization.
Listen, man, money and his money green. I mean,
his money's green. It would be cool to have him in it, though. It would.
No, for sure.
It really would.
No, and I think, like you said, I think that's one thing that I do respect about Detroit is I think that you like it. I look at you guys a lot like Houston and other places where like anybody that's coming out of Detroit, y'all support, y'all rock with. You know what I'm saying? Like so, and like I said, rich culture, rich history. You know, very key. City in the civil rights movement. Renaissance music, anything you really talk about with respect to Black culture, you can't have that conversation without Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so it's like, and I feel like Detroit, like Atlanta, like so many other cities, I think it's just really, really good.
Atlanta's our cousin. Between Atlanta and Chicago, like they'll say the Bay a little bit too. I don't know much about the Bay, but I do know about Chicago. I do know about Atlanta. So
yeah, no, it's like I mean, Mac Dre and them, and especially like Frisco. I learned a lot more when John and I were out there, just as far as culture and what that was really about. Yeah, it was.
Hey, if you ever make your way out here, I'll give you a tour, and I guarantee there will be pockets of Oakland that will make you feel like you're back in Detroit.
Really?
Yep. Okay.
Yeah. Every time I go back to Detroit, that's the feeling I get.
Yeah.
Okay. Because LaRussell, I think LaRussell, he's out there. So, like, I'm pretty sure it's like home.
Yeah,
anybody I've seen, like Kamaya, I think Kamaya's from the Bay, too. So, like, yeah, I have to come out there. I have to come out there and see how it is for real.
Me and Tef might go there for All-Star Weekend in February. So
I was gonna say, I'm trying to get tickets for that. So let me know.
Just letting you know ahead of time. Me and Tef might make that trip.
All right, cool.
Yeah, that's
I'm gonna try to
ambassador trip.
Ambassador trip.
I did it at the last All-Star, so hopefully maybe they'll book me again. I hope Google calls me.
No, do it, please. Because even if I don't get in the stadium, I'll be piss ass drunk on the streets waiting for you guys to come out.
And I think MLB All-Star is in Atlanta next year, so I'm definitely gonna take that trip down there too.
That's crazy. The draft was in Detroit this year.
It was. It's like so. No, I mean, Atlanta's gonna be great to. I think just a lot of those pockets and a lot of those cities. If you move around and you like to be outside, it's gonna be a lot of good stuff happening next year.
Yeah,
for sure. But
I love it.
But Squid, John, man, like
it's been a pleasure.
Y'all are so awesome, bro. Like for real. Like
you guys.
No, I mean, like, and I really we are honored to be around y'all, man. Congratulations, great work. For y'all just to do this. I don't think people really understand how difficult it is to do this at a high level and to consistently be great at it. And I think y'all are two people among our entire roster, as well as everybody that just is, y'all know how to do good work and continue to build on it. So shouts out to y'all, man. And I'm waiting for them sold out stickers on release day.
I'm praying. I will say this. Before I got with Hat Club, I harassed y'all so much. Harassed them like, yo, please, like, what can I do? Like, how do I get more? Because I always saw like influencers get stuff, and I'm like, dang, man, how do I do this? And I just kept being consistent. You talk and you connect with people, Davey, and it just happened. So anybody that's watching this and they're like, how do I do this? How do I do it? You just please be consistent. Even if you don't see any progress, like in that moment, you never know who's watching. It may be one of us. It may be somebody else or anything like that, but you just make it genuine. Don't be crazy annoying, but just put yourself out there, keep working, be consistent, and you never know, you might get a hat.
Listen, it's crazier things have happened. Just be like I think Squid laid it out perfectly. Be consistent, love what you do, find your lane, and just do great at it. I mean, John's been around the company longer than me. You know what I'm saying? It's like
that is true.
Yeah, so I mean,
I'm the rookie then.
What's funny is that like before I was an ambassador and I gotta pay homage to bro, like he was the big bro as far as with Hat Club and just understanding the culture because we only had lids down here. You know, it was him, Manolo, like people that have actually really been active with the brand. So, you know, that's what community is about. It's about learning. It's about teaching. You got to give folks their flowers. And I feel like we always wait to do that until people blow up and get big to do that. So I definitely have made it a point for myself to not wait for that. So giving y'all flowers, you know, Hat Club is a better place because of y'all as ambassadors.
That is true.
Keep on doing what y'all doing.
Hey.
Thank you.
Ain't no restream did that.
We appreciate you guys.
Of course. Nah, looking forward to hanging out with both of you guys again.
Yeah,
sure.
hopefully February I'll make my way. I'll let you know. I definitely want to go and just hop out over there.
I gotta go back to Detroit anyway because I left $700 at MGM Grand Detroit that I gotta go recover.
How and why did you do this?
Okay, I'll tell you the story real quick. When we were there for SneakerCon last year.
Oh, he came to my DJ set, by the way. He probably doesn't even know that he was at my DJ set.
No, I remember being there. I remember being there, but I was beyond pissed drunk. And here's why. Because earlier that night, the Toronto Maple Leafs, I'm a big hockey guy. It was their first round victory in a series in like over 12 years. So I drank 3 40 ounces of Miller High Life.
Oh my goodness.
Jeez.
I went to DJ Killer Squid's DJ set. I can't remember what the place was, but it had so many different rooms.
It was TV Lounge. It's like the biggest house venue in Michigan.
It was interesting.
World.
I don't know how I didn't get lost in there, but I didn't. And then I was still feeling good. You know what? I'm gonna go to MGM Grand and I'm gonna go win some money. I did not.
They don't sleep at MGM. You will be there all night, or you either make money or you lose your money. It's not.
Oh, I lost. No, it is the epitome of Dan Campbell in that meme from last playoffs of I gambled and I lost, and that was me.
No,
don't go back.
No, I still have like
place to go when you get drunk.
I got $40 of free play I still have to use there because they keep sending me flyers to come back because they want more of my money.
They trying to take you for the coupons they gave you. That's
word.
I'll go back. I'm a loyal MGM card carrier, so
that's how they get you.
Come back, come play.
I'll definitely give you a heads up once I get back there.
Okay, let me know, please.
Absolutely.
We appreciate you.
Awesome, guys. Appreciate you tuning in.
We appreciate you guys.
Thank you guys.
Appreciate you, my guy.
Night, y'all.
Yeah, man. Man, I love our ambassadors, bro.
So do I. I forgot to mention Tuesday, 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern, same time as the Seinfeld pack. And then Kimmy unfortunately couldn't be with us today because there is a third hat in this pack. I'm going to flip sides with you on this one.
Yeah.
China SFC, I hope you're paying attention because, yeah, it's a twofer on San Francisco Giants hats for the ambassador pack. Two-tone on this one, black crown, graphite upper visor, graphite button, hot pink San Francisco script with the metallic pewter outskirts there. 2007 All-Star game, hot pink, metallic red rust, some very highlighter purple, highlighter green, saucy, tonal new era flag. And yes, this one is a Hat Club original pink under visor. God damn, that's right.
Listen, so one thing about Kimmy, like I said, shouts out to Kimmy, another great ambassador. Love what she does for the Bay and her hats. First hat she had, think of it as a hat that's the prince of all warrior race. Think about that.
Ooh.
So this hat, in many ways, you might enjoy this with a glass of rosé, you know. Just gonna throw that out there, you know, when you're thinking of things that it could possibly be related to. I really, really like that Detroit, man. I do really.
So do I.
Like that.
The fact that it's a two-tone, if you guys couldn't tell by the lighting, that's a good angle on it. Awesome.
It reminds me of it actually reminds me of Tabs Rushmore 2 drop. The Twins.
Yes.
Reminds me of that.
And I'm just gonna throw this one up again, even though you've been showing off this entire time. So love the detail, the metallics on this one. And like John said, it is a different, lighter, brighter shade of orange that's going on around the SF logo on the bridge, as well as in the Batterman logo in the back. But yeah, Tuesday, 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern, hackclub.com, Hat Club app, ambassador pack, baby.
Listen, yes, Cap Crusader, super hints for Kimmy's hat. If you know, you know. But no, I mean, big shouts out to them. I think I think this is the first time that I think we've had two. No, it's not the first time because last ambassador drop, Miguel and Max both had a Arizona D-back. So this is the second time
that is correct.
Two different ambassadors do two different hats for the same team. So Chana, you're in heaven, man. Two different SFs in the same drop.
Chana, you know I got you. I'll help you out.
Yeah.
All right, we got one last variety pack to talk about, and these are going to be dropping Wednesday. So the next day we do recap. This will be 7 a.m. Pacific time, 10 a.m. East Coast time. Let me go back in the big. This is a 4-pack. First up, Los Angeles Dodgers. That is bone for the colorway on the interior for the LA. It is a two-tone, black and brown. Black ground, brown button, brown upper visor. Viva Los Dodgers for the side patch, which we've done a couple of those.
Love that patch.
Very good. Cilantro green for the under visor, black on the sweatband, and this bad boy is made in China. So there's number one.
I'm a venture, I guess that's a cyborg design. That's a T800 design.
I think
based off of the color scheme. I'm gonna venture, I guess.
Which is hilarious considering he's a big Giants fan.
Yes.
All right, next up, another Arizona Diamondbacks for you guys. Metallic silver interior, metallic pewter exterior, metallic.
That looks almost like a
gold.
Yeah,
for the
that's
scales.
Some might say this is a crown you'd wear for Doomsday.
Yes, thank you.
Or if your first name is Victor, this might be a hat that you might like.
I was gonna say, it's like I know this colorway.
No, I think the use of the scales for that gold was perfect, spot on. And I mean, maybe when the movie comes out with Robert Downey Jr., this might be a hat you might want to wear to the premiere. You know,
I kind of agree with that. My God, dude.
Yeah,
this thing is sexy.
You know what's hilarious? We've had essentially, it's been Doomsday twice. It's definitely been Doomsday twice.
Yeah,
we had this, and then now we got that. So
MF Doomsday, baby.
Yep.
All right. Speaking of the Yankees, a lot of you have been asking about when's this one coming out. Wednesday of next week, 7 a.m. is the two-tone. So it is a light navy crown, black button, black upper visor. God, what the hell do you call that? Gradient.
Like ombre, or like
yeah. Thank you. It does have a black exterior to it, but yes, the ombre color scheme going on for the New York Yankees logo with the 1999 World Series side patch. That, of course, is going to be the flat stitch batting on the back, metallic silver, metallic grain, gray under visor, black sweatband, Hat Club tag on the inside, made in China.
Yeah, listen, another Operation Doomsday crown. You know, if you think about the color scheme, you know, that's the hat I just held up as a cousin of that hat. Think of it that way.
Now this goes back to Thugnificent's question at the beginning. We'll expand upon this a little bit more, but we already had one Oakland script. I said we were going to end the show on another one. Going back to hands down, my favorite Oakland A's uniform. This is the roadie. That is a light gray crown, forest green button, upper visor, the traditional Oakland A's colorway with the script on the front logo. And of course, that Century of A's baseball for the side patch. So no real gimmick on this one, but it is a Hat Club original pink under visor. So
see, now I feel like the athletics that we did, that variety, the collection of pinkies that we did, I feel like now I have to get the Oakland so I can have Oakland athletics and team
I'm gonna
colors.
buy both of these motherfuckers. God damn.
Yeah, listen, those are clean. Those are very clean.
But Thugnificent, to go back to your question, if you're still here, hopefully, what is going to happen with us and the ability to do Oakland Cap Crusader? Fuck you. With the ability to use Oakland going forward, it's looking like we're not going to be able to. I had said this a couple weeks ago. Once the World Series ends, the A's were going to change the name, or at least drop the Oakland name from their title as they move to Sacramento this next season. They're not even using Sacramento in the name. They're just going to be called the Athletics. So there is a high probability that we cannot use any city affiliation with any Athletics hats going forward, which is going to be interesting just as far as like which patches we can use going forward. But yeah, I will hit up John as soon as I can. He's been busy the last couple days. Plus, I've been sick. So I will hopefully get an answer on that one. But my understanding is we're fucked.
Yeah, I mean, I think that so if you're looking for Oakland hats, I think that's probably a hat that you want to stock up on.
Buy them now.
Yeah, buy them now. And Asher, I've not been ignoring your question. Yeah. Hat 4 is in the works. It's actually been submitted. So I worked with AB on it. I'm really excited for you guys to see it and how it came together. It is my first pinky. So obviously, if you've been following me, our first hat was an icy. Second and third were gray and green. So it only made sense that the fourth hat had to be a pinky.
I love it.
So expect that sometime next year, early next year, first quarter of next year, 2025. And then obviously we have the All-Star game here in Atlanta. So got some things that I'm trying to cook up for that as well. And if you guys have been asking about a Fit Talk Fridays pack, stay tuned.
Oh,
good things, a lot of good things coming. So if you like the fact that I was designing hats, there will be a lot of opportunities to cop some of my creations coming to 2025. Yes, TTV, it is. So, oh no, you're asking the one I submitted. No, the one I submitted is not the brother. The brother is being saved for a very, very special occasion, maybe All-Star game, but I think it will be perfect. I think it'll be dope because then if John's here, he could wear his hat. Then I have mine that's releasing around that time. So, contemplating a lot of different things.
I got to throw this out here. This will probably be the only thing that I will casually ask for. If you can help, if you can't, not a big deal, because we're going to be friends at the end of the day, regardless.
1000%.
So 2 things, and I know I've mentioned one of these parts to you. I have never been to an Atlanta Braves a home game.
You've never been? Okay.
No. So there's 2 stadiums I haven't been to. I haven't been to Atlanta and I haven't been to Colorado.
Okay.
I've also never been to an All-Star game. I have that much higher on my list of accomplishments that I want more so than a World Series.
Okay.
So if you know somebody who knows somebody can kill 2 birds with 1 stone, I got some friends I'm going to hit up as well in regards to this as well.
Yeah.
Just let me know.
Oh no, like so I have some homies that work with the Braves. So we'll see what we can do to make sure that we get you
I got money.
Care of. No, listen,
not a lot, but I got money.
I think for real, like I think especially with that weekend and just the stuff I'm gonna be doing, yeah, I definitely think that we can get you out here for at least that. At minimum, definitely get you out for a home game. But definitely, I mean, come on out, man. Come hang out.
Yeah.
Funny thing, you said you've never been to Colorado. I've been to Colorado Stadium and drank a Coors in the nosebleeds.
Oh,
it was nice. It was good. I'll actually send you the picture for that I took.
Please do.
I think where I was in the nosebleeds was actually behind home plate, so we could literally see, and we actually saw the sun setting over the mountains.
Ooh.
So that was actually really, really cool. But it was the first time I'd ever been to. We were out there, I think, for some work, and they were just like, "Hey, there's a game today. Do you guys want to go?" I'm like, "Definitely."
That's all I want. When we did SneakerCon in Denver last year, Rockies were on the road.
Yeah. Yeah, and like so, Character Tef's thoughts on the Braves letting the Mets fraud Leonard go.
You got Sean Murphy.
Yeah, I mean, I think Travis is. I mean, I think Travis, like I said, he did great things for the team. I mean, I think this Braves team overperformed for the personnel that we had. I mean, when you really sit and you really kind of think about it, I really feel like that team overperformed because if you had Acuna, that's arguably a team that I think really could have went all the way. But I think just injuries, you had Olsen going down, you had a lot of things happening midseason. The Braves issue is always bullpen health.
Yeah.
recently it's been Acuna's health, but for the most part, the thing that keeps us out of playoff contention and pennant contention is always the health of our bullpen. So I really hope that this year they hire like some sports medicine people to just get our guys right before the season starts.
Is Bobby Cox busy? Is Bobby Cox busy?
Listen, we need the full armor of God at this point to keep our guys healthy. Max Fried is a free agent. That's somebody I would like to retain. But what I will definitely say is that in total, I mean, I think the Braves are in a good place. I think health, having a season to kind of just revamp themselves. Ozuna had a great year. Hopefully Ozuna can give us a quarter of that production. And I think like hold on to Soler, hold on to a few guys. I think offensively we're good. I think the bullpen is really where we need to pay the attention. So Max Fried, if we can get him back, get him back. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
If the Mets sign Soto, that would be interesting, especially given the fact that yeah, I know Soler's gone, but I was hoping that they would have kept him. If I was a GM, that's what I would have done. And Soto, that would be interesting for him to go to the Mets. I think really at this point it's a question of can the Yankees give him the money, and I think that they can. But it's just does he want to play with them again? I can see it happening, Cap Crusader, but I can't see a world in which you just came off of a World Series bid and you leave them to go there. I mean, Lindor and Soto in a lineup is crazy, but I still feel like with Stanton, Judge, what they got cooking over there, I don't see him leaving the Yankees for that, but we'll see.
The one thing I'll say that Soto's got going for him is he already got the World Series ring taken care of. Rookie year.
Yeah, that's very true.
And it's like at this point, bro, just make as much goddamn money as possible. If you win another ring, awesome. If you don't, so what?
Yeah, I feel like I think, like I said, I mean, the Mets definitely have good pieces. I don't think that he would be taking a step down. I was just more so saying when you come off a team that just had a World Series bid to go to the crosstown rival, essentially, that's just interesting. That was just he just really wanted to go to the Mets, and if he did, shouts out to him. Like you said, you made the money, you got the World Series ring, you're good.
Big Show, normally I'd make fun of you right now, but realistically, the way that Dave Dombrowski's been talking the last couple of days, I kind of wouldn't be surprised if he actually did end up in Philly.
If he did end up in Philly, that's a monstrous batting lineup that they have over there. So, I mean, and then on top of that, now that means the Braves have to see him, during the regular season, which I'm not mad at that. I like the fact that the Phillies and the Braves kind of have this weird rivalry thing going on, and the Mets as well. So I think it's wherever he goes, I think it'll be competitive for baseball, and I'm here for that.
Yeah.
I think the Yankees really they got to do some soul searching. I think after this last go round. I mean, you made it to the World Series, but New York is not a market that gives you participation trophies for making it. So I think that's the thing. I think if the Yankees want to go back, they do what they got to do to get Soto back.
Do you think Bryce Harper will ever win a World Series ring in his playing career?
I don't.
I don't either. And that's why it's like, okay, if the Phillies are going to go hard after Soto, they got to get rid of Bryce.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I think the window's just closed for him. I just think it has. Phillies to me are like, I think what was it last year or 2 years ago? I think when they were playing to get in, and I think the Braves had the top record and were doing all that historic stuff with the offense, and they beat them and they were going. I thought that was the Phillies' year. To be honest with you,
same.
I think that was the year to get it done.
I would even said last year was a year that Philly should have gotten it done, but then, boom, Diamondbacks.
Yeah, I mean, I just feel like, man, I think Soto could push them a little bit, but I think again, it's just Philly's got to get it done. They got to get it done.
I'm not talking shit. I mean, it's the reality. Like Harper goes to the Phillies, and in his first year, the Nationals win a goddamn World Series. Although the one thing I will say the Nationals had going for them that year that not a lot of people remember or talk about, it was the first time they acknowledged their Expos history and busted out the powder blues, and that is why the Nationals won the World Series that year.
They made it right. They made it right. But I mean, I think definitely for Bryce, I don't think if he doesn't do it in the next couple of years, I think the window is officially closed. But I mean, he's still a good player without a chip.
Yes.
I think he's still a Hall of Famer without a chip to me.
Would I like to see him win a World Series? Yes. Now, so gotta point that out, Big Show. I'm not a Bryce Harper hater. He's a good Mormon boy. I respect that about him.
Come on, Big Show. You're telling me that a year you beat the team that arguably had an offense that no one had ever seen, tallying records, and y'all cut through them like a butter knife through butter. You're telling me you didn't think that was the year they were going to do it? Braves were the best team in baseball. So if you beat the best team of baseball in your first playoff round series, come on, man.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man. I mean, and that makes me horrible to have to say that, because I felt like that was the Braves' year. I thought we were going to win again in a 5-year stretch.
I was dead certain you guys were going to take that one, and then
we took our foot off the gas.
Yeah,
I think it was just one of those things. But I mean, again, Cap Crusaders, shouts out to the Mets, man. I mean, they definitely just went deeper into the playoffs than anybody expected, and I'm glad the Dodgers won this year for the simple fact that I think there was a lot of conversation and talk about Freddie winning winning MVP, even if the Dodgers lost. And I wouldn't have wanted that for Freddie. So I'm glad that they closed it out and he was able to win the chip and also get the MVP. That was important.
I think the funniest thing about the Dodgers winning is the fact that Clayton Kershaw did not see a single pitch.
Listen, man, I think, like I said, the Dodgers are deep, at most positions. I mean, I'm sorry, David. I pissed David off twice tonight. But I mean, making Ohtani a unanimous Cap Crusader, I don't know. I think what he did as an individual, being in the club that he's in, I think that does. But I feel like had he won the MVP of the World Series, I think you're correct. But I think the fact that Freddie did it, based off of how the season was looking, the postseason run that Freddie had in the World Series is what I expected Ohtani to have. Because it did, but because it didn't happen, it's like it's kind of weird. It's a little bit strange. I'm still trying to figure out who the alpha on that team is. I think it's Freddie.
Dodgers?
On the Dodgers, yeah. I mean, I'm trying to think who it is.
Always Mookie.
The numbers should say Ohtani, but I agree with you. I think Mookie is the charismatic leader, but I think Freddie putting in the work, it's a two-headed monster now.
I mean, Mookie taking spots in the infield, it like solidified that attitude for me, because it's like, hey, you need me where? I'm playing because I need to be a bat in the lineup, and I'll get you a good hit.
Yeah. Now, don't get me wrong, Cap Crusader. I'm not saying he's not a Hall of Famer. I'm just saying that I think would have made him first ballot unanimous if his career ended tomorrow. Have the run that Freddie had in the World Series, 50-50, and you are a World Series champion all in the same year. I think if that happens, unanimous. But I think because Freddie did what he needed to do and won, can't really say that.
You know what? What still blows my mind about Mookie Betts?
Mm-hmm.
Baseball is only his second best sport,
which is ironic. It's very, very ironic.
He's very good at it, but the man is a fucking bowling legend.
Yeah, which to me is, in a weird sense, it makes sense. It's unbelievable from a talent perspective, but bowling and baseball, I feel like that's when a pitcher retires, they go and play they do bowling. I think that's definitely a thing.
Oh, or they play golf and just try to hustle dudes. But Mookie, at least I know it's like, I'm not putting money against him. Fuck that. He's gonna throw 300 my ass.
Yeah, Freeman's definitely Hall of Fame. I mean, you brought a championship to the Braves. You were on that championship team for the Braves, and you had arguably the greatest World Series performance I think we've seen in our lifetime. For a storied franchise. Freeman's definitely first ballot whenever he chooses to walk away.
I got an interesting question for you, Tef, and for you, the crowd. David Kearns, you might want to plug your ears on this one. So, Giancarlo Stanton obviously had a ridiculous run in the postseason.
Yes.
hitting dingers, solid average, etc. Does what Freddie Freeman did in the World Series negate what Giancarlo Stanton did for the Yankees all the way through the postseason? I'm going to say I think it does, because the fact that Freddie tripled a walk-off grand slam in game 1, and then the next 3 games, dinger, dinger, and then he didn't get one, but he had a massive RBI double in game 5.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think when you look at,
and he got MVP.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think, like I said, I mean, I think Cap Crusader said it best. I mean, he is this generation's best first baseman. I don't think that you put anybody else ahead of Freeman. I mean, I think the Yankees really just, how can I put this? It's like they ran out of gas at just the wrong time. And I feel like this is kind of like, that's what makes baseball, I think, a unique sport beyond anything else. It's like you have to catch fire at the right time.
Yeah.
I think the Braves season when they won it was an example of that. And the Dodgers, I think, is an example of that. I mean, if you would have told me Freddie Freeman would have had that performance before, Freddie was great for the Braves, but I didn't think he was that.
Oh no, yeah.
I was like, but it's like, I mean, solid hitter, definitely on base percentage is high, but grand slam and then homer in arguably every game of the series except for the last game. I didn't have that on my bingo card, bro.
No,
that's
neither.
godly. Yes, Big Show. That's like, I think, well, YJ, I can't really even say that because I think the Guardians kind of mess with them a little bit.
Yeah, the Guardians should have had at least one more game, but
godly. He's
like,
so cold. Sorry.
Carr ran out of gas in the 9th inning. Like, especially, I think it was game 5 when they had that massive comeback. And it's like, how the fuck do you not plate one more run in this situation, guys? You're the home team. All you need is one and the game's over.
Yeah, defensively, like the lapses that they had in that 5th inning, like I think that you show that tape to everyone incessantly over the course of the offseason because there's so many things. I mean, Cole's young, you make mistakes, but it's like an untimely mistake in the wrong moment. He covers first. Those runs don't even have an opportunity to score.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that that to me is just, I don't know. I think that for them, I think David, I think that they still, I mean, they had a top record in baseball. I mean, you arguably top 3 record in baseball. So, I mean, I'm not going to sit here and do revisionist history and say that the Yankees were not good. They were great. That's
I agree with that. I don't want to put any slight on the Yankees.
No, I think that's why we had them in the World Series this year. So, I mean, or most people had them in the World Series this year as far as just looking at how they were playing. I mean, but Cole, but that's the thing, David. It's like that happens. Do they go on that run? Because you got to think he covers first. You don't have that pop, that long hit out to Judge where he drops it. I sincerely don't know how that happens. It was like when I watched that 5th inning, it was just undisciplined baseball.
Oh my God.
It was really, really undisciplined baseball. I don't think it was a talent issue. It's just, you let your foot off the gas on a team. Like, you're playing from 3-1 back. You won last night. You blew them out. You got the blowout out the way. Now you got to close them out. Because I feel like you put the pressure on the LA to win in LA. Maybe it goes 7. Maybe it's still Dodgers in 7, but you put the pressure back on them.
Yeah.
It's like, but.
And Dave Roberts loves to just fuck a game up. Although,
Judge Herbert. Okay,
it's crazy. Every decision Dave Roberts made in the World Series this year was the correct decision, and I got to give credit to him. He has grown.
No, I mean, I think like I said, I think if the Yankees hold on to Soto, I say as that team is constructed, you run it back. You have to run it back, and that's if you
with a new manager.
Back. Yeah, I mean, and a new manager. Yeah, I'm not. I think it's a red herring to look at the record and say you keep booming.
Bring Joe Girardi back.
Like LA won, so who got MVP? Yeah, like I said, man, I just think that I don't know. I mean, David, I should ask you that question. I guess I should ask you that question. Do you run that roster back as established? Like, do you bring Jazz, Chisholm back? Do you bring these guys back? All of them?
Jazz, I think you do.
I mean, I think he was a really good midseason acquisition, but I'd like to see how he performs for a full season with them. I mean, he definitely needs more, I think, plate control. He needs more control at the plate instead of, you can't just swing at everything, bro. You gotta be decided.
Yeah. I agree with B007 Dwight. The Yankees are in desperate need of a fucking closer.
Yeah. I mean, I think Cole did well throughout the postseason run, except for that gasp, that lapse in game 5. But I mean, yeah, they need pitching, bullpen. Jasmine gonna be back, and I don't see Soto. Yeah, I mean, and I think that's kind of the thing that hurts you. It's like, I don't know what you got to do to get him back, but you got to get him back.
I'm gonna throw a name out here in a sec for Yankee. Hold on one sec.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, never mind.
Never mind.
Well, no, I couldn't remember if he was a free agent at the end of this season or not, but he's actually the Mariners have control until 2026. If there's anybody who I feel like the Yankees should make a stab at, and they could probably fleece the Mariners in the process of doing this, Randy Arozarena. If you're going to lose Juan Soto, Randy, who I will say, his 2020 run in the postseason is hands down the greatest performance I've ever seen from a player in postseason history who didn't win a World Series.
No, I agree.
But for somebody who can obviously dominate against AL East pitching with a short porch, oh yeah, I feel like that would be a good acquisition. But what's it going to cost the Yankees in the long run?
I don't think money is an issue for these guys.
I don't think it is either.
But I think, again, it's just
prospects on the other hand, though.
Yeah, and I think that's, do you trade the farm to win now? Because now you got Stanton, you got Judge. Let's say that you go out and grab bro from the Mariners. It's like you're in win now mode. You know what I mean? It's like, and I think that's really the troubling thing about the Yankees is that they're in win now mode. You don't have that time to build up talent. So I think that's really, I don't know. I mean, I'm hoping, I'm very much hoping that World Series run for Soto, because again, he's been there. So I was like, but I think nothing is ever guaranteed. So if you do go to the Mets and, because of just the money and you just want to go there, it's like, who's to say how the rest of the division looks, how the rest of the NL looks? You got to think teams aren't getting worse, they're getting better. So teams that were injured last year are getting their guys back.
Yeah.
So
Big Show, I will say, I feel like this is the moment to capitalize on trying to get Devin Williams, because, after he blew it for the Brewers against the Mets, it's like, and not the first time this season it happened, not the second time this season it happened. It might be the time for the Brewers to move on from him.
Maybe.
I don't see Cleveland get rid of their closer, just because I feel like top to bottom, they're pretty well set up to make a solid run for next year.
Yeah.
And shout out to Stephen Vogt, who, did he win Manager of the Year?
I don't know. He definitely should have been in the conversation. Definitely should have been in the conversation.
I was going to say, did they even announce it yet?
I feel like they should have. I feel like it's like basketball, where like season awards are normally, season awards are normally announced, I think, by like game 1 or game 2. What the World Series didn't have an MVP. Oh, China, the MVP was Freddie for the World Series.
Yeah. No, they haven't announced the
they haven't announced.
Yeah. Okay, sure. Well, I guess it's between Quattaro at Kansas City and Stephen Vogt, which yeah.
If either one wins, I think that's good for baseball. It's good for baseball. But no, man. See, I love talking baseball with you, man.
So do I, man.
But yeah, hopefully, like I said, I mean, if we got to see you guys with Soto, Cap Crusader, we'll be ready.
Oh yeah. We'll be ready. No, I appreciate you guys sticking around and chatting up with us.
For sure.
Shout out to John. Shout out to DJ Skilla Squid. Shout out to Kimmy, who of course couldn't be here with us.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to happen with those on Tuesday. But yeah, fire pack tomorrow. And then, of course, that whole slew of variety packs all the way through next episode.
Mm-hmm. I was like,
Thanks,
listen,
David.
listen, no, appreciate it, David. You know, shouts out to you guys. We'll see y'all next week.
Hell yeah. Oh, actually, I will point this out. Monday, I'm taking a sick day.
Okay.
And by sick day, I mean I'm going to be locking myself in my room and working on my goddamn hat collection that I've been promising for 6 months.
There we go.
Yeah. So no bench warmers or flip the script next Tuesday. We'll do recap on Wednesday. I'll make everything up Thursday, Friday, and then back to our regularly scheduled. So yeah.
Sounds good.
Dude, I've been sick all week and I haven't taken a day off. Like, I'm taking a fucking sick day on Monday once, like, I'm hopefully recovered. If not dead, I don't know.
David. gotta let the
been, like, dripping snot out of my face this entire show. My God.
How we're gonna stay sleazy. You know the ways, David. Grandma? You know the ways. No, but appreciate it, guys. As always. Love you guys. Appreciate y'all for hanging out with us. Till next week, we are out of here.
Peace.